one of the worst things that I have ever done was working a sales job. All right. I only worked there like what, 3 weeks? I've worked there for 3 weeks now, and it was honestly one of the worst things that I have ever experienced in my life. And I very much discourage people from becoming a salesperson, right? Especially a door-to-door salesman, because let's be honest, nobody likes a door-to-door salesperson. No one does. Okay, so when I applied for it, right? When I applied to it, I had 2 interviews basically. One was via Zoom and the other was in person, right? The first one on Zoom, they said they liked my resume and everything, and so I got a second interview. During the second interview, they basically told me how this whole thing works and how I basically work at entry level, and over time, if I make more sales, I become promoted to manager or stuff like that, right? One of the few things he told me, okay, one of the things he told me that I wish I would have said no to was basically the fact that I have to work 6 days a week. 6 days a week. I'm not even kidding. 6 days a week. It's crazy. It's genuinely crazy. And I was also in school at the time too. I thought I was going to be like a part-time salesman, part-time, school, right? But I needed the money badly, mostly because, I like money. I like money, It's like that Yeet song. I like money, per got me my minute. What a love of money, whatever the hell it's called, right? So I just went with it and I accepted it. So there's that. And I also got hired immediately during that second interview. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. So what I did was that I had to drop out of college. I dropped out of college and I decided to take this job. I bought professional looking clothes as well so I can look good. That's also a requirement. And then the orientation happened, right? Orientation happened. Basically, the boss told us what we sell and how we sell. We basically sold Frontier Fiber Optics is what we sold. And also cable as well, more specifically DirecTV. That's literally what we did. He gave us a script. And here's how the script goes, basically. We knock on their door and we basically tell them, "Hello, sir. I'm with the fiber team. My name is Imp. We're here to let you guys know that we've upgraded our new fiber optic lines across your neighborhood. We've been talking to your neighbors about Spectrum, who's been running a monopoly in your area, and we assume you have Spectrum, right?" And they say yes, and then we asked them if it's internet or for cable or for all of them. It's usually one or both, basically. And they basically say yes. They say, let's say for the sake of argument, internet, right? We ask them how much it costs, and they say, let's say, $80. And whenever they say whatever price, we basically go, "Oh, what? $80? Oh my god, that's crazy. That's a lot of money for the internet," or something like that. And basically we tell them how fiber optics works. We tell them to take a speed test and everything on their phones. That's how it goes, basically. We also tell them about the plans. And here's one of the negatives about working there. All right, I'm not even kidding, is the deceiving. We deceive the customers. We add these value-added services, which is like $15 extra. Well, at least the 2 basic value-added services. There's more. I forgot what it was about. It's been a while since I've talked about this in general. And when we make our sale, we finalize our sale, right? We tell them it comes with it, right? It comes with the stuff. And it's usually a VPN, I think 2 extra Wi-Fi extenders. That's basically what we sold. How do I say this? If they don't want it, right, we just tell them, "Oh, you know what? I'm going to give you the manager's discount." It's like a one-time manager's discount or something like that. And I'm like, yeah, that's pretty scummy. Like, we don't even mention value-added services at all. So we're basically scamming people, basically. I mean, that's part of being a salesperson. You scam people and you waste their time. Not only that, there's also rebuttals too. There's also a lot of rebuttals. So whenever they say, "Oh, we're not interested," we basically tell them, "Oh, you are interested. Oh, you actually are interested." Something like that. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, they just say, they're not interested, and they have a lot of reasons too, like, "Oh, we used to have you guys. Oh, it's expensive. Oh, we like what we have," or something like that. And we always, it feels pressury. It feels very pressuring to me. It just doesn't feel right to me. Not only that, but you know how I said it's like 6 days a week earlier? Let me tell you the hours. 10 to 12 hours a day.
What the actual f*** did you just say to me right now? Get out of my sight. Get out of my sight.
Because basically, here's how it goes. We go in the office, we practice our script, and then we change to our regular clothing because that's something they do. I mean, I would do it too, not gonna lie, because I don't like wearing a suit and tie all the time. And we basically go to our leads, which is somewhere. I went as far as, I forgot where. There's that. And you have to do 2 to 3 laps. So if you knock on someone's door, they're not answering, you basically come back 1 or 2 more times. It's very much hell. It's very physical. I don't mind the physicalness, by the way. I don't mind walking. I love to walk. And seeing some of the places are pretty cool, if you ask me. But 10 to 12 hours? And then we have to come back to the office, talk about what we did wrong or something like that. You know, our statistics, count our statistics and everything. And then we go home. I go home and I'm tired. I only get 1 day off of the entire week, not to mention the long hours. I barely have time for myself, right? I would barely have time for myself. Let me tell you this, the pay. I forgot to mention the pay. Oh, here comes the best part. It's all commission based.
I couldn't make this shit up. I couldn't make this shit up if I tried. I'm sad that I lack the talent to make this shit up.
I work 10 to 12 hours, 10 to 12 fucking hours, and it's fucking commission based? Are you kidding me? I mean, granted, it is a fucking sales job, but I'm being scammed out my ass. My first paycheck was $100 fucking dollars. $100, okay? And that was only for orientation. My last 2 checks, let me tell you my last 2 checks. It's $400. 400. I'm being serious. $400. Moral of the story, basic, don't ever work a sales job. Like, I'm serious. Don't ever work a sales job. Always ask your employer about the pay. And that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys Friday. That's where I'm going to be streaming again. Thank God. Anyway, peace.